the Brooklyn Nets lost to the scorching hot Knicks last night, 118-142. In fact, they've lost 8 of their last 10. But things aren't all dark and gloomy for Brooklyn these days. They acquired 2 key players in the trade that sent Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns. That would be the 2 26-year-old wings, Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. They've both taken their game to another level since joining the Nets at the trade deadline, and they showed it off last night. Cam Johnson was the star of the show for Brooklyn, dropping 33 points and shooting 7 of 11 from three-point range. However, he wasn't alone. Mikal Bridges dropped 21 points and 3 assists along with a steal. The duo, often referred to as the Twins during their time in Phoenix, are blossoming with more opportunity in Brooklyn. Both players are averaging at least 19 points per game with the Nets and showing real shot creation and offensive capabilities on top of being really good defenders. As the Twins continue to develop and they get some more production around them, we could see the Nets return to a competitive status. The Twins are the future of the Brooklyn Nets. To truly understand how well the duo is performing, let's first look at their production with the Suns and then how they're doing during their short stints in Brooklyn. Before we get into the dynamic duo forming on the Nets, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watched me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. Let's start with Mikal Bridges, because he has been the primary option and star for the Nets since joining the team. His improvement really comes over the course of this season, as he first showed the improvement and potential he has during the time that Devin Booker missed with an injury for the Suns. He has improved his scoring average every season of his NBA career, but had similar output in his 3rd and 4th seasons, at around 14 points per game. He was mostly the 4th offensive option for the Suns, behind Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton. For the season in Phoenix, he averaged 17 points per game, taking a clear jump in offensive production. But his jump really occurred once we hit the new year. Since January 1st, Bridges has averaged 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, and showed clear potential to be a potent scoring option. This likely was a big reason that the Nets felt confident in making the trade. Now let's look at Bridges' production since he joined the Nets. He is absolutely beloved by the fans, even earning the name Brooklyn Bridges after only a couple games with the team. With the Nets, Bridges is averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game, but he's also handled becoming a number 1 option extremely well, staying super efficient in the process. He has 52, 47, 92 shooting splits since joining Brooklyn, and his true shooting of 65.5% would place him near the top of the league if it holds. Most players see a dip in efficiency when given more shots and handed a larger role, but Bridges has absolutely flourished. His 3-point celebration has also gone viral on social media, and he is becoming one of the league's most likable players. He has a star presence about him, and is only going to become better as time goes on in Brooklyn. Now let's talk about the other member of the Twins, Cam Johnson. For most of his young career, he has been almost primarily a 3-and-D type player, with Jay Crowder starting over him for the 2 seasons prior to this one. However, the team was also willing to increase his role this season, making it clear before the season started that he was going to start over Crowder this year. It seemed like things were trending up for him, but unfortunately he has struggled with some injury issues this year, only playing in 17 games for the Suns before being dealt to the Nets. Yet despite this, when on the court, he had taken a clear jump. He averaged 14 points per game for the Suns while shooting 46% from 3, both of which would be career highs. This likely helped his trade value as well. Now let's look at his time with the Nets. Obviously, he had his biggest game last night with 33 points and 7 threes made, but he's been good with the Nets overall. He's averaged 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals per game with Brooklyn. He's also been impressively efficient, shooting 51% from the field and 38% from 3 on 8 attempts per game. He continues to be a good defender and 3-point shooter, but with increased volume has been an impressive scorer. He might never be a primary offensive option, but can be a really high-level complementary piece for a good team. He's shown marked improvement since joining the Nets, and he has been really fun to watch over the past few weeks. He can be a 20-point per game scorer, which is something very few, if any, really saw coming from him going forward. The Brooklyn Nets have an electric duo emerging in Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, who are affectionately known as the Twins. They both had over 20 points in the team's loss last night, with Johnson even going over 30. They're both shooting over 50% from the field and averaging at least 19 points per game with the Nets. The team has struggled lately, losing 8 of their last 10 games, but with players like Bridges and Johnson, as well as Claxton and Thomas, they have players that they can look to in order to develop and give them a nice future. It feels like both of the Twins can be 20-point per game scorers going forward, and they're both very efficient and great defenders on top of it. We just saw Lauri Markkanen make his first All-Star game at 25 years old, and Jrue Holiday make his first in 9 seasons, leaving hope that both Bridges and Johnson can still develop into very high-level players, maybe even All-Star caliber ones. The team might be losing, but at least they're fun to watch, and a lot of that is due to the Twins. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.